Pro Football Weekly, telling like it is. Big week 4 coming up. Chicks Bengals took care of the Jags. A little pressure on the Bengals, getting booed at the half the other night. The Chicks Bengals pulled through. Bengals are now 3-1. Can't believe the fans are booing the Bengals at the half, and they're 2-1. But hey, they're 3-1. They made it out. Won a game that they're supposed to win. That's when the pressure starts to mount. When you feel like you're supposed to win games. Not easy to do, but they did it. Let's tame that Sam Spence there. Great music. Down here in the basement man cave here. A little telling it like it is. Pro Football Weekly. Big week of games this week. Week 4 already in the season. We would say we're a quarter of a way through, but we're not yet because we got 17 games. But so that'll be at the end of the first quarter next week. But after the first quarter of the games next week. But this week, a lot of fun games. Got my friend Talkington on today. Good old friend. And some great games this week. No nut cutting games. There's no winless teams facing each other. So those are always the nut cutting games. But we do have a lot of swing games this week, like we had last week. And a little bit of separation we're going to get this week, I feel like. We got the Browns and the Vikings. My favorite Vikes, obviously, stepping out here and telling it like it is. Browns 2-1 coming in. Vikings' brutal schedule continues. Before the season, it was the 5th hardest schedule. I bet you now it's even higher than that. We are at home. Just got word we're going to have Dalvin back, so that's good to have Cookie back. We're 1-2. Browns 2-1. Our Browns defense has really improved, so this is going to be a tough one. And Baker is just crazy enough to beat you. So this is rough. If we won this one, I'd consider us in great shape because this is a tough game. Browns are favored by 2 in this game right here. Obviously, I'm going to pick the Vikes, but right now, 20-24 in the season with 1 push in my picks, 7-8 last week. Lost a couple of tough cuff ones, but the Vikes, if we can just take care of the ball like we did last week, Kurt's been playing well. Defense get a couple of sacks, maybe keep Baker in that pocket. Got to see if Odell has anything to offer left anymore, getting deep on us. We got to do a better job in our secondary. Breedlove needs some help. I'd like to see Dantzler get some shots, even though he was bitching a little bit last week, but so what? Guy wants to play. I thought he and the rookie who got in trouble last year did a good job for us at the end of the season. I thought in the beginning of the season we struggled, but at the end of that season, our defense had improved, even though we were missing 8 starters. So we did get better last year. By the way, playoff format totally different this year, an extra team in each wild card. So I did look that up. We were talking about that last week on Vikings Weekly. Check us out on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook groups, Twitter. Let us know how you feel. Love to have you on. Love to have Viking fans on, talk some Viking football with you. We'll put you on. We'll give you the questions in advance. We'll have some fun. But you got to be a real fan. You got to know what you're talking about. Because we don't want that. I'm telling you like it is. Got a lot of things to do soon. Got hockey previews coming up. Ranger previews here in New York. Jets and Giants both 0-3 here in New York. Fans jumping off buildings, literally, almost. And I think the fans all of a sudden want to kill Judge because that's what we do here in New York. Salo will have another year or 2 under his belt before they can try to kill him. But, Wilson's looked awful, so we'll see. Second game, Chiefs at Eagles. Chiefs favored by 7. Eagles, very disappointing last week. I thought that they would be a little bit closer, and the Cowboys just slapped them all over the field. The Chiefs are not in a good mood. It's a bad fit for the Eagles. So what looked like it could have been a decent season for the Eagles, I think we'll go to 1-3 this week. I'm picking the Chiefs plus 7. Take the Chiefs plus 7. Panthers boys, great game this week. I think the Panthers and the Broncos, both times we talked about last 2 weeks where their schedules were very cooperative for them. I think both those things are going to start to go the other way. I think the boys are better than the Panthers. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers win the game. Boys are favored by 4. I don't think they're going to win by 4. But I'll pick the Panthers in the game, but I'll take the boys to actually win the game. So I think it'll be a close game under 4. But I think Dallas is going to win their division. Not that it's a great division, but I think they'll definitely have some success and win their division this year. Bills, Texans, 17-point line. Now, I know we don't have Tyrod Taylor in there, but still, the Texans been that bad? I mean, jeez. I think the Bills will win. I'm definitely going to look at this in my knockout pool. But I really don't think that a 17-point game, I'll pick the Texans to cover. But I think the Bills are going to win in knockout. So I'll take the Bills in the knockout pool. 2 of my picks I'll put on the Bills. Bills 2-1, Texans 1-2. Bills correcting the ship quickly after that Steeler game. Colts, Fins. Colts 0-3. Fins 1-2. This is one of those big games here because We got some toughness there, like the Chiefs-Eagles game. Both those teams are 1-2. Those are swing games. Finns 1-2. A couple of tough losses. Colts. I know Frank Reich's a good coach, but you know how it is. We talk about schedules and things all the time. You could start out 0-4, and people start chirping on you no matter what, because the world has no patience anymore. Finns are favored by 2.5. I'm going to take the Finns at home by 2.5. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Colts win this game. I know the Colts are better than 0-3, but there's no patience anymore. They'll forget all the good he's done. Giants at Saints. Giant fans here very upset. Slayton's out. Shepard's out here in New York. Martinez is out for the year. That's huge for Giant fans and a Giant defense, which has been okay, but is going to really miss Martinez. They got to get a little bit more consistent pass rush. They're at the Saints, who are a coin flip. You don't know what you're going to get out of Jameis. Saints are favored by 7 in New Orleans. It's tough to win there. I think the Saints. I'll take the Saints with the 7. Titans 2-1 at Jets 0-3. Now Titans are missing Brown and Julio Jones, it sounds like. So they're favored by 6. I might pick these guys in a knockout pool, but without Brown and Jones, I don't know who else the Titans are throwing to. Not that Tannehill's Joe Montana or anything by any means, but still, you need some targets to throw to. The Jets have just been awful. I keep thinking that the kid Wilson was going to have a game where all the risks he takes going to pay off, and basically, he'll put up some points on the board, but I don't know if that's the day tomorrow. So I might pick the Titans in the knockout pool too. But I'll take the Titans plus the 6, even though I'm fearful that Wilson eventually is going to get it going. Skins at the Falcons, 1.5-point favorites for the Skins at the Falcons. And this is a weird game because Skins, I can't imagine they're a favorite on the road. The Falcons, a home dog, always tough to see this, but I think the Skins are a little better on defense. I'll pick the Skins. This is a swing game. Both teams 1-2. One of the teams will be happy and be 500 after 4 weeks and feel like they're at least involved in the playoff picture, whereas one team will be 1-3 and be searching for answers, and you know how that goes. Seahawks at 1-2 versus the Niners at 2-1. Really, really interesting game. I feel like the Hawks are going to find a way to win this game. I don't think the Hawks are going 1-3. Niners are favored by 2.5. I'm taking the Hawks. I think Russell Wilson last week at second half was just a weird half for them. It's versus our Vikes defense. Game of the week this week: Cards versus Rams. Cards 3-0 at the Rams. Rams looked great versus the Buccaneers the other night. I tell you, Stafford was going to be a bitch, and he is. He's tough. Tough as nails, always was. Played hurt. Never had anybody helping him. Still won. Cards, Rams. I'm going to take the Rams. I think the Rams are really good, but I tell you what, I love watching Murray play. I wish he was in center field for my Oakland A's. It's a little bit of a disappointment, but I have to get over that. Steelers at the Pack. I think the Steelers are going to have to rally this week. I can't see the Steelers just going down easily, going 1-3. Pack are favored by 6.5. I don't love that Pack defense, but are the Steelers patient enough to run the ball in that weak Pack defense? I don't know. I don't see the Steelers being patient enough. So for me, I'm going to pick the Steelers, but I'm just not sure how it's going to go. Ravens at the Broncos. Ravens are favored by 1 on the road. That shows you what they think of the 3-0 Broncos. Ravens are missing some guys, but so are the Broncos. Broncos a little banged up. Got to see if we have all healthy defenders and healthy running backs, and obviously Judy's still out. So Ravens are favored by 1 on the road. This is a tough game to pick. I think the Ravens will win the game, so I'm gonna pick the Ravens. And plus the 1, obviously, if I think they're gonna win, then it'll be a push at worst. Bucks at the Pats. Obviously, the Tom Brady homecoming game and all the hype and things of that nature. I'm sure that I think the biggest problem is that where the game has all the hype isn't the key matchup. The key matchup is the Bucks defense versus that Pats offense. That's the key matchup. Can the Pats offense keep the ball, keep Tom off the field, and can the Bucks defense get Mac to throw 3 more picks like he did last week? So he looked like a rookie for the first time in 3 weeks last week. That's the key matchup. I know it's about Tom Brady tomorrow night, and it should be him and Belichick, most successful duo according to championships in history. But at the same time, I really feel that the matchup that's key to watch is the Pats offense versus the Bucks defense. I'll take the Bucks plus the 7 in this game right here. So it's a tough situation for the Pats, but I don't think it's going to go. I'm rooting for the Pats though. Raiders at the Chargers, big game here. Happy to see this. Raiders 3-0, Chargers 2-1. Pretty pumped about this. Chargers favored by 3. Raiders have been playing some close games. This is such a big game already in the division because one of these teams is Raiders win here, they could really get out. and have some success. But I think the Chargers are a very good team. We talked about this in the preseason preview. Here on Telling It Like It Is, and I think the Chargers getting giving away 3 at home. Whew, this is a tough game of the week. I think it's just such a tough game. Wow, it's probably the toughest one of the week to pick for me. I guess I'll take the Chargers, but they're gonna have to cover. That's gonna be hard. But I'm winning games. I'm just not getting the covers. But Chargers. That's why I don't gamble with spreads in my life because I'm not stupid. Lions, Bears. Lions 0-3 at the Bears 1-2. Always a game of interest to me since I'm an NFC North guy or old NFC Central from the old days. So Lions at the Bears. Bears giving away 3. Lions played a lot better last week. The Bears offense still struggling. I think the Bears got Fields he's good, but he's not as fast as everybody thinks he is on a pro field. But I think the Bears are desperate. I think they'll find a way. I still think the Bear defense is formidable. I'll take the Bears giving away 3. Game of the week is obviously the Rams Cards. That's an exceptional game. Although the Raiders Chargers is a fun game. Ravens Broncos is a fun game. There are some really good quality games this week. But I still think the best game of the week is that Rams Cardinal game. Upset of the week, oof, that's tough. I really feel like the Steelers might have a chance to beat the Pack. It's a tough one. I don't see any real pure upsets this week. I can't call a game an upset if it's a 1-point spread on the road. I feel like a chicken shit if I do that. So I don't want to do that. I can't really say the Panthers being 3-0 be an upset. That's why I didn't pick that. I would say the Colts are a live dog and the Steelers are a live dog. Although I don't have a lot of faith in the Steelers. I mean, you see the black and the gold, you just feel like they're going to be all right. But I think the Steelers' lack of commitment to the running game has really hurt them, and I feel like maybe they're going to be gone. Maybe they'll be 1-3, and then we'll hear all the panic going on. Terry Bradshaw in the studio will be not be a happy man. But so again, no nut cutting games this week. Those 1-2 swing games. There's a lot of those this week. A couple of those. Rams Cards game of the week upsets. I feel like the Colts are a live dog, and I feel like the Steelers are a live dog, both on the road. It's just it's a great time of year. All right, we've got the baseball playoffs starting up. My A's unfortunately been eliminated. Local A's fan. Do my A's podcast, A's Weekly. Got my Vikings Weekly podcast. Usually put that out on Mondays. Sometimes with schoolwork and things, maybe it doesn't get out till Tuesday. But fans have been great. You guys have been supporting, and I appreciate that. We're growing little by little. We've got 7 years to retirement, so hopefully by 7 years we've grown it enough. Love to hear your comments and thoughts. Any comments appreciated, even if you don't like it. Let us know. Like I said, love to have you come on. If you're not a shy Viking fan, most people just listen to it. Most people don't watch it. Most podcasts are just audio. I do this because it's the best way to get the audio out there and the most cost effective. So come on, love to have you. And hopefully we get a good week of football. Hopefully we have no injuries in this week and everybody gets out of here healthy. There's been a lot of injury bugs, probably because of lack of preseason hitting and things of that nature. But here we are on week 4. Go Vikes, Fran Talkington. We got the Fran Talkington jersey. We're ready to roll. We want to basically find a way to get these Vikes to 2-2, and we'll go from there. And we'll see you next time on Telling It Like It Is. NFL Weekly. Or Football Weekly, I should say. Later.